So now that we've shown you how to do compliance scanning both in RHEL and satellite, I want to show you how to do it within Red Hat Insights. We'll go to the Red Hat Hybrid Cloud console at console.redhat.com, and we'll go into Red Hat Insights and click on Compliance and SCAP Policies. And from here we'll do Create New Policy. We'll get a similar wizard that you saw in satellite where we'll pick our operating system, our profile. In this I'm going to pick the same CIS profile for RHEL 9. We see some similar fields for the policy name and the profile ID, as well as a business objective scoring here. And this is a custom field that you can set to your own compliance threshold. A value of 95% or higher is recommended. I'm going to go with 100. We will be able to associate systems with the policy as well here. So I'll select our Web3 web server, and we will find our particular same rule that we were using before in our disable SSH root login. So I'm going to create the same customized policy in Insights as we saw in RHEL and the satellite example. And we'll click Finish, and this policy will get created within Red Hat Insights. So now that that policy is finished being created, we see it at the top here. And as we click into it, we'll see some of the similar fields in the Details tab, as well as the rules. And this is the same rule that we were using in the other examples for disabling the SSH root login. And we'll see the systems that we've associated with that, and we can edit that here as well. So very simple, just a few steps in Red Hat Insights to have this policy created. And so now that that policy is created, the only other dependency that we have here is to ensure that the OpenSCAP scanner and SCAP security guide tooling is installed on our RHEL client. We've done that before in the previous demo, so I won't have to do that step here. Additionally, we'll have to ensure that Insights is also set up on this client, which was done in the previous example in the Ansible role that Satellite had used to deploy Insights on this host. So that's done for us as well. And so with those prerequisites done, the only additional thing that I need to do here is to tell the Insights clients to run the compliance scan that's been associated with it. So we do that with Insights client -- compliance. So what this is going to do is going to check in with Red Hat Insights to pull down the CIS compliance policy that's associated with it, and it's going to run the OpenSCAP eval command as the baseline scan against that policy, same as what we were doing fundamentally in the RHEL and the satellite demos, and it's going to upload that resulting report into Red Hat Insights for our consumption there. So now as we go back into Insights, we can go into the report section, and we see a system reporting here for our compliance profile that we've created. So I click into here, and we get a similar view to the satellite dashboard for this compliance policy. So we see that our Web3 server has a compliance score of 0, i.e. it failed that compliance scan. And if we click into the server, we can get a deeper view of the rule states that failed. We get a little badge for the compliance result here. And this is where we can see which rules had failed and passed as part of the compliance scan. And so that's really it. Insights is probably the most simple way to set up compliance scanning and view the reporting. Now, if we wanted to do a remediation, what we can do is we can check this rule and we can hit remediate. And this prompts us to create a new playbook or create a new name to this playbook that it's going to generate for us, similar to the other two examples. So I will choose a name here. CIS remediation fix. The systems will be auto-populated for us here, and the rule is highlighted here as well. and it's going to make some suggestions if a system reboot is required or not to remediate the issues, and in this case it is required. So we have an option here to turn off auto reboot as part of this execution when it runs. So I'm going to submit this, and then I'm going to take a look at the playbook that this had created for us. And so we move over down into the remediation section of Red Hat Insights, and we see this fix, this rule, the systems that it's associated with. And had I had Cloud Connector within Insights configured, the Execute Playbook button here would be enabled and would be blue. Right now I don't have that set up, so this playbook isn't executable directly from Insights here, but if you set up Cloud Connector, that's what will allow this connection to take place and allow you to execute playbooks right from within Insights. But the other thing I can do is download this playbook for local execution and run it myself. And so as I click on Download Playbook here, it'll pop up and it'll show you a very familiar example. If you had taken a look at the RHEL demo and the satellite demo, this is a very scoped Ansible playbook that's been written to fix just this particular host and this particular rule that had failed. And that's available to us as we download it, and you can choose your favorite method to run an Ansible playbook to have that remediated, or you can configure Cloud Connector and do it right within Insights.